At the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month, we will remember them. Happy Veterans Day, pipe smokers. Southern Piper here. And especially happy Veterans Day to all the veterans out there, wherever you are. This evening, I wanted to share a little bit of history about Veterans Day here in America, show a few pictures of my family members who were in the military, and then recognize countries around the world who have some sort of Veterans Day. Before I get into that, I will show you I am smoking in my K-Woody carburetor billiard. This is an estate pipe that I got a few years ago. Y'all have probably seen it. In it, very appropriately, to honor some fine group of men, I am smoking some Cornell & Diehl's Tuskegee Airman. I am lighting it with a Zippo, which was so common among men in the military to use, and I am tamping with a Larry Blackett bullet tamper. So at the end of World War I, which you could see the news headlines and the pictures during the lead-in, they declared, or they would celebrate Armistice Day for years in celebration of the end of the war and to recognize all the men and women who served during World War I. After all, it was the war to end all wars. The term Veterans Day did not come into existence until 1947, and the term was first used right here in Birmingham, Alabama, when World War II veteran Raymond Weeks organized a National Veterans Day celebration, which included a parade and other festivities. Veterans Day did not become official in the United States until 1954, when Congress passed a bill that President Eisenhower signed, proclaiming November 11th as Veterans Day. And, you know, the old saying, the rest is history. Obviously, we have parades to mark the occasion and to celebrate our men and women who have served. Now, here are a few pictures. I'm going to try to flash them up right here, which I realize I probably just flashed other pictures up there anyway. But here are some pictures of my dad, who was in the Air Force during the Vietnam War. He actually deployed to Thailand during that conflict. And then here are some pictures of my granddad, who served in the Navy during World War II and was primarily in the European theater aboard two different ships on deployments. So that is some family history there. As far as Veterans Days around the world, Australia and New Zealand have a combined celebration known as Anzac Day. It is celebrated on April 25th, and it marks the first major military action from the Army Corps of the two countries during World War I. Canada has a Veterans Day, known as Remembrance Day. It is also celebrated on November 11th. The United Kingdom has Remembrance Day on November 11th, and they use the poppy to signify or symbolize those who passed during war. They also observe a 2-minute moment of silence at 11 a.m. Bermuda, having been a part of the Commonwealth, they have a very similar tradition. They also include a parade through their capital at 11 a.m. France celebrates Armistice Day. And they also include a ring out of what they call Ring of Remembrance, where they lay wreaths at tombs of their unknown soldiers. Belgium has an Armistice Day. It is on November 11th as well. Germany has a Veterans Day. I'm not going to try to pronounce the German translation. It is the Sunday closest to November 16th. The Netherlands, they have a national holiday. It is celebrated on the last Saturday in June. It is a Veterans Day. They call it Veterans Day as well. Nigeria, having formerly been a member of the British Commonwealth, used to celebrate Veterans Day on November 11th. Recently, they moved Veterans Day to January 15th to honor those who died in the Nigerian Civil War. Israel has what translates to Day of the Memory, Yom HaZikaron. I know I have some viewers who have ties to Israel. If you would correct that pronunciation, I would appreciate it. But they have celebrated that since 1963, and it is held on the 5th of Ivar, which is a month in the Hebrew calendar. They will move that on if a day or two if it falls on Shabbat. Italy has a Veterans Day on November 4th. Norway celebrates their Veterans Day on May the 8th. Sweden has a Veterans Day, and they celebrate it on May 29th. And they have a massive celebration in Stockholm. Denmark, which was neutral during World War I, they still have a Veterans Day celebration that they celebrate on September 5th. Poland has an Armed Forces Day, also known as the Feast of the Polish Armed Forces, and it is celebrated at it happens in August each year. Ireland has Remembrance Day. It is also, it is held in July. And then finally, Kosovo has a Veterans Day, and they celebrate it on December 30th. So if I have missed any countries who have a Veterans Day, I would appreciate you leaving those in the comments below. But my point of this video is to thank and honor all veterans, both here in the States as well as abroad, who have gone to the defense of their country. And then for those of you who are off, I'm filming this on a Friday evening, November 10th. If you were off today, make sure you know why you're off. And when you see a veteran out and about, or if you have a loved one who served, thank them for their service. A lot of veterans suffer a lot of mental and physical ailments due to what they experience in combat. So I appreciate you watching. I will bid you farewell, and to all of the veterans out there, I bid a very hearty and well-deserved salute.